go. Let's move GitHub desktop over here. All right, let's do this thing. I was kind of in the middle of trying to get animations running anyways, so I figured I got some time, why not stream? So here we are. More Wyvern work. I'm putting so much work into this because I think this is going to be the new mounting system I use for my machines mod and also the magic mod. So that's gonna be, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. Let's see here. So animation. I know what I did wrong here. Let's put in entity agent. We'll just do player. You know what? Instead of entity agent, let's do entity player. And basically, we gotta get player properties. And then lastly, start the animation. There we go. So, trying something new. This is gonna be EPLR. The animation in is going to be ride elk dash idle and the speed 1F. Let's try this. Build. Right, and just as a spot check, what I'm doing here is I'm loading up the animations, looking to see if the animation is something, right? That it's got animations. Try and clone it. Else, I'm making a new animation based on the code, which it should have. Like I'm thinking, like maybe this is how I got to do it. But we'll see. Mythic Legends. Here, hold on one second. Let me move something off the screen here. There we go. So let's see where we are at. Hey, look at that. That's what I had to do. So for whatever reason, yeah, that's the elk ride. So I got that part right. So for whatever reason, this wasn't exactly right before, because it was never added as an animation. Like, I'm used to a lot of these animations, right? If it's on the Seraph faceless shape, right? Like it should have had some kind of presence. So now I can align myself. Thank God. I was wondering. I'm like, you know what? Let's create a method here. Let's get all the animations and do a check, and if we don't see the animation, let me statically add that as an active animation. Thank God. Oh man. You know what that means? That means I can get rid of this Seraph Animations rider, because I don't need to patch in anymore. Let's center this. To do that, I'm gonna need to stop the debugging, just so I could see a little bit better. Copy, paste. All right, so I'm definitely off center a little bit. Little bit. Oh, this is just the item. This is the one that I want. Right out. Funny enough, I don't think I need this. I'm gonna keep it in there, but I don't think I need any of this. And just to make sure I'm being as, it's like, optimal as I can be here. Okay, good. So if it's not running this animation, then I'm going to initialize it and run the animation. So this should trigger once when you're sitting down, right? As soon as you sit down, it should just be this. Excellent. What else did I have? Oh, okay, I'm centering it. I'm like, wait, why did I pull this up? So we're gonna have to play with the offset a little bit, I believe. Let's shimmy this over here. I think the X will move me over a little bit. My God, what a randomized character there. Oh yeah, this was a random world. I decided to jump into a brand new world. So let's do it right here. Let's do it right. Underwear, I always do tuba, high-pitched, short hair, none, kind, none, stubble. There we go. That's my avatar. Confirm, and you know what? If I'm not a rust mage, I am a clockmaker. Freaking love the clockmaker class. Okay, so it looks like this needs to be going in the opposite direction, probably about there. This probably needs to be 2.5, a negative 0.25. We will sit ourselves down. Last night I kind of stayed up and dabbled. I expanded my custom mounting system here. So I fixed some of the issues that I did have. Well, I'm sitting lower, but I still need... this. Let's try this. But yeah, I'll go over some of the stuff that I did here. Remember before, if you had a saddle on? Like, if you have a saddle on, I preserve, like, what it's looking for, the item it's looking for, and the fact that you still could sit on it and you can interact with it. And before, when the saddle was on, the tooltip, the hover text above would disappear, and then you try to right-click on it and you couldn't mount. I did fix that. I also did some custom stuff here, so because this is an inventory, right? When you hover over, it's going to tell you what you can attach, and then when you attach it, I actually update it and I tell you, you know, you can access your inventory, which now pops up. So I'm starting to put some tool tips in here, you know, for like things that you could do. I probably should put the shift plus, you know, right click to detach. I probably should add that as well. Yeah, I probably should. That's what I'm missing. But regardless, right? Let's do a quick reload here. While we reload back in, I'm going to go back to here. Go into my custom world interactions. I believe what I could do is this. It's going to be... Here, let's look in here. I believe it's hotkey code. I think that's what I'm going to want to include here. Right, I could do hotkey code equals shift, and then right click, and then for this, oh man, what would it be? Well, let's take a look here, right? If this is seatable dash mount, I could copy this. Let's pull up the game's localization. Game, language, English. And let's look for this, right? So, detach, that's going to be the keyword that I use. So, detach. And I will get rid of all of that. Whoops. And do that. Let's see. Well, I'm not exactly center, but I'm way too far, and I'm an abomination. I'm a monster. Alright, so that obviously was way too much. Maybe let's just split the difference there. And then this one, I really feel like it should be scooched over a little more. Oh, you know what? You know what? Let's set this back to 1 and let me... I think this may be the value that I want. So we're going to reload. It's kind of weird not having my camera on. I guess if anyone talks about it, I could try and pop it back on. Seems like my webcam is definitely starting to fail, I believe. Could be, you know... Could be an opportunity, I guess, to get a new one. It's also crap, because I don't want to... It's not like I have the cash to spend on a new freaking webcam right now. Where am I going? Up here. So... Let's lower it. Let's sit back a little bit as well. Let's maybe make this like a 7.5. I'll do 7.5 there. My Y is almost good. I'm like really right up on that saddle, huh? Really right up on it. There we go. So now it preserved the whole detach thing. So I tell you, you could access your inventory and you could detach. For this, you're gonna want to do the same thing here. But I'm gonna want to add it here, right? Doing a check to see if it has the item. There we go. So you know it's gonna be detached. Actually, it's not shift, right? Because it was saying control there. And it's definitely not control. Why? I said shift. He's a sneak? No. Weird, right? Yeah, it's looking for things like shift or control. Very weird. I kind of call bullcrap on this. I have to find the original, I think. I'll look for the original. Let's dig in a little bit, right? We go into here, so that's gonna be the pass-through. There's mountable here. So that's the rope tieable stuff here. Mouse button, item stacks. I'm appending here. You can sit. I think this is going to be something that I need to look at in the rideable accessories. Alright, let's go into behavior attachable. It's probably here. Right, so we got on interactions here, attached interactions. Attach toggle, try to remove, try to attach. So that's the logic that actually, like, moves the stuff when you click on it. I am looking for this right here, right here. List shuffle. Okay, here we go, here we go. Control. Oh, it's control? Really? That's the hotkey code? It's control? You know what? There is an option where you could swap, right? You could swap control. I thought you could, like, swap control and sneak. Is it an interface? Because when you swap it, it's more like Minecraft, which I was more comfortable with. That was under controls. Oh, you know, I think I just swapped the key bindings here, so my sneak is control, and then my sprint is shift. Because that's what it is in, like, every other game. So, because of that, alright, so let's go back into here. So I'm going to replace that with control and replace that with control. There we go. That's the same everywhere now. Detach, detach, detach. Excellent. Let's take a look here. So I'm sitting further down, which is good. Let's see what this looks like here. I'm definitely sitting off to the side way too much here. So maybe this one has to be like a positive value. Alright, we'll reload. We got this. Ah, life-giving water. Thank God. Delicious. Well, that ain't right. Nope. So this should probably be closer to this. Oh, you know what? It could be 0. Oh, it shows a faster way than reloading the whole world. Well, I'm getting closer to the center. Let's drop it down a little more, right? I still got to put in something for you to name these things. Maybe I could make a name tag item that you could apply, and it changes the names. The hell? What? I mean, it's not one, is it? Is it one? Was that the original that I had? And just to make sure, right? I'm gonna take a screenshot. Because I could just be like flopping from side to side and not realizing it. Okay. So that was 025, right? That was 025. So I popped in a 1. Wouldn't it be something if it was 1? It's probably really close to 1. If I was a gambling man, oh, it's actually really close, huh? So it's not exactly a 1. It's more like a 0.9. Because I gotta pull it back just a little bit. Just a little bit. That is almost center. I think it's got to be in the middle. So let's add the 5 back. I want you to be sitting in the center here. I feel like it might be easier just to set your rider AP in the Wyvern shape to the space you want Seraph to sit. Settling the offset to 0. You know, you are probably right, but I've invested too much time. Because now it's center, right? Now theoretically I don't have to do anything else. All right. It's looking better. Looks like the shape there for the reins are gonna have to change a bit. That's fine. Oh, let's map this out so the Wyvern teeth are on that model at least. Was it bone? Hold on, I gotta pull up old Discord. Oh, perfect, Discord. Yes, please, full screen in my second monitor. That's exactly what I wanted. You got it. Nailed it. So was it like a bone? I can't tell what this wants. Let me try something here. Let's go into here, scroll down to textures, right? And then I should have, oh wait, it's not in here. It's under wearables. Okay, so it should be in here. So the Wyvern skeleton, this is what I'm going to want to change here. Let's map it to... those are shapes, textures, entities, land, Wyvern, basic. I mean, we could use skin 1? See what that's like? Because I don't think I have the bone skin. Oh, you know what? We'll do Wyvern skin 3. Alright, so this is going to be... Boop, boop. Entity slash land slash Wyvern slash basic. And I realize land is incorrect because it's flying. I need to redo the folder structure, but I'm been kind of too lazy to do that. Wyvern skin 3. Let's give that a try. Boop, boop, boop. Reload. I'm surprised we're still in a release candidate. I keep waiting for like a stable release to come out. All right, not too bad. Boop. Hey, there's the Wyvern teeth. Perfect. Yeah, it looks pretty good. I don't know why I'm like looking at it like that when I could have just come like this. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. All right. But you know what? Let me get the real texture, because there is a texture for the bone wyvern. Let me drop this in. We're gonna save world. I'm gonna come over to here, and we will open File Explorer. There we go. And I'm going to drop in this new texture. Where did it go? Right there. There we go. It's gonna be called Wyvern Skeleton. I'm just gonna copy that. And then I am going to come back over here. We'll pop in Wyvern Skeleton, and then I will add this to the project. There we go. Save. We're going to shut down. I'm going to build again. We can hide the objects. There we go. For Draconis, we just go entity and then a folder per with species. Didn't want to bother with the extra folders to click through. Yeah, I would have done that, but talking with Verlia, she wanted to make there were like griffins on the table and harpies and you know like all like real like full-fledged dragons, and I want to make a mimic. So that's why I'm like, well, let's put the subfolder in, right? But thinking back, I really should have just went like entities and then Wyvern. I should have done that, and you know, it's not going to be hard to change. I just don't want to do it right now. it's what I look at it and I'm like, it's working. Get back to it. There's a bunch of other things that you should be doing. Like for instance, I don't know when you popped in. I ended up rewriting the world interaction system for my mounting system. So now, like with the riding seat's been fixed, it's got a saddle. You can click on it. It's good to go. I have the elk riding animation working. Things like, you know, I have custom things like when you hover over the inventory. Right, it says access inventory, so on each individual shape I could add more tooltips to it now and expand it. This whole thing's been a labor of love. I put a task blocker in, so these things can like walk around and they got their own like AI brains. But once you mount in it, right, like it stops everything, and then when you dismount, it has a 1 in-game hour, which is what, 2 or 4 minutes for us, kind of lockout where it's not going to try to run any other like AI task. So, you know, you don't get off and you're trying to get to the inventory and it starts like walking away on you, or it walks over because it decides it needs to eat right then and there. So yeah, boop. There we go. Yep, we could still remove things, and it preserves the tooltips, and those icons will change. That's probably what I should do as well. I should make... I should, like, fix these icons. But this needs to be kind of shortened first. Because it kind of... It's right there in your face now. Right there. You know what? My eye height could be a little better. The eye height isn't what I want. I want a higher eye height. And you know, the sad part is, like, I saw where it was, and I'm like, bah, I don't need to worry about that right now. If I wasn't lazy, this would have been done already. But here we are. I believe it's definitely gonna be in here. Oh, eye height, duh. It's kind of like bump it up by quite a bit. I don't. This doesn't need to be like in your stomach, you know. Like you're sitting up on this thing. You should be perched a little higher. just a little higher. Oh, there's one more thing that I gotta try and figure out. When I'm sitting in the chair, you cannot swing a sword. You could throw spears, like you could hold right click, you know, do things, but there we go. Kinda get it. Yeah, you know, I would say weird. That was weird. Let's try and sit again. That's a weird thing for the game. So this is, I think this is the true height for the animation. Which, if this is the case, this actually looks pretty good. But if you're already in first person, and then you go to mount, yeah, your arms get kind of weird. I would chalk this up to like a game issue thing. Can I see what animations I got running? Probably just have the one. Right, see, and then like it updates, right? And then it corrects itself. Alright, let's land. Although, is this the right one, or is it like... So, let's do that. I think this definitely is the right one here. So there's something going on where it's not updating, I guess, right? I could maybe set, I think there's something you could do with the animation, right? Where maybe I'm not building it right. Let's take a look at that here. Yeah, that's what I was looking for with FP variant. Yeah, I think I put it in here, right? You know what? Let's give it a try. With it's like FP variant. Bop. Let's put that to false, and let me do a search altogether. Yeah. Okay, so tamed wyvern. Yeah, see that. So okay, that's something in controls. That was something. This was the old test version. I think this exists in Rideable. So let me look at Rideable and see see what this kind of looks like there. We don't have it there. And we're not matching the case, right? So it could be in seatable. Oh my gosh, I got so much going on here. There we go, we'll make this one seatable. Still no, okay. Which means, this... probably... Let's see where the seats get initialized. Allow sit, mount any seat, can sit on, register seat. Here we go. Well, that's the seat config. Is this something in the seat config? So we got the eye height there. Okay, it could be through the JSON attributes. Because I'm not sure if this is something I have to nab in the animation itself, or if this is something that I have to attach to the seat. You know what I mean? Because you would think it's the seat, because that would be the thing to toggle the switch. Like if you look into the Seraph shape file, the FP variants are the same animations, but with the arms floating away from the body, as you saw with your riding animation there. Yeah. I'm gonna do a quick reload here. Because this has to do with the rider animation. Right, and then this is one of the controls for like jumping, right? This is part of that, yeah, the control system. Which this should be rideable. This entity was a test entity. So that definitely did not work right. I wonder if meta. Hey RC, how's it going? Right, I could do with FP variant equals false. You know, I probably could just set it here, since I'm custom adding the animation. Here, I'm gonna save and quit. We'll save and quit. I'm gonna rebuild. Been doing some stuff. How goes the flying worms? They're going pretty well. I mean, at this point, I'm just kind of fixing up all the extra systems I put on. The next thing that I kind of want to mimic is the mortable, the mortal woundable. I think having that on these guys will help quite a bit. This is bullshit. Right, because it would be with first-person variant. False. I mean, was it true originally? What does the elk have? But I think that would be the last thing. And then what I kind of want to do, I like the bear armor. I think it would be kind of cool if we can make wyvern scales, and then make like wyvern teeth. You know, like make custom items that you could like harvest off these things. And then be able to... Yeah, it's doing the same thing. They are working with 1.21 mount system. Well, this is kind of like my own mount system. It's not working with the rideable stuff from 1.21. I needed to be able to have, like, air motion, and I wanted more control over, you know, the way I pitch the animations, and... you know, making these things feel a little more alive. So I think this did do something. With it true, it did the whole thing where it started off like spread out. Here, let's take a look at the Seraph while this is loading. They compatible with butchery? I'll let Oates sort that out. I'll let him sort that out. No, okay, it's doing the same thing. That's a good answer. Fireball the chamber and let the gods sort it out, right? Slink back. Let's go into assets. Survive. Oh, no, you know what? Assets game. Shapes. Entity. Humanoid. Alright, faceless. So this is what we're doing here. Rewind, repeat. Quantity frames, eh? Not really, not anything that I see here. I don't think this is what's responsible for that first person, or at least not that animation. Oh, you know why? It's probably something here. FP. Let's look for anything FP. Okay. So this has to be that first person animation. But the weird part is, I'm not adding this animation. Let's take a quick look. Yeah, it's just those two things. So I don't think it's the shape, you know, the animation shape here, that's really doing anything. Oh, you know what? Let's... Wait, let me put it in here. But I'm not sure if it's... Wow. This is just awesome. Yeah, it's doing the same thing. Good. I'll use that next time someone asks me that. Yeah, I'm definitely used to. I mean, God, like for the magic mod, the you know, compatibility. Well, see, this is the thing. People use the terms wrong. Compatibility means that our mods can sit side by side, right? And the game still works and the mods still work. Integration is what RC was referring to, where like the butchery mod could see the wyverns from this mod, right? And then interact with those things. You know, these aren't two kids sitting in separate chairs with their hands to themselves. These are, you know, you're trying to get them to like play with each other. You know what I mean? Interact with each other. That's integration. But again, my answer's the same. I'll let Oates handle that. I'll let him handle that. You know, honestly, I'd probably end up helping to code part of it anyways. So do I have all the tooltips that I need here? Right, controls left and right movement. I tell you it's the bridle. That's the seat. That's the bedroll slot. I think it's called a pillion, right? Maybe I should change that instead of bedroll. Where's my localization? Jeez, this Vice guy is so sloppy when it comes to coding. Like, come on. This guy. Here it is. Instead of bedroll. animation system is low-key cursed for real. It really is. Like, it really is. Like, I make sure, like, when I pop on an animation, I do, like, one-time checks to, like, make sure I disable all other animations because they can, like, phantom just pop up and start to, you know, just start for some reason, or they get stuck, or, you know, whatever. Alright, so the model has to be finished for this. I hate to say this, I despise the first-person arms. I despise them. Like, I play without them. Like, to some degree, right? Like, first person, the little you know, arms, like, flailing like that, if I look all the way down, that's fine. But I don't want them, like, obstructing my view as I play, right? You look into the wind and that one arm comes up and covers, like, 35% of your screen. I can't do that. I just can't. It's a smooth ride. And I think I'm sitting high enough too. I think my eye position's pretty good. Whee! Alright, let's land. There we go. My little Chungosaurus. Alright, what else? Like, Butchery is a nice mod and all, but other people can add integrations for my mods if they want. That's exactly what I say. You know how many people come up to be like, when X skills compatibility? And I asked them, I'm like, well, what were you expecting for a compatibility for it, right? First of all, it's an integration, right? So they are compatible. They work side by side with each other, right? But it's like, what do you want for integration? Well, you know, and I'll get things backwards. Like, well, you know, as you cast spells, you should get better at magic and get experience. I'm like, that system's in already. It's the magic experience system, and I reward you by giving you more maximum mana. You know what I mean? Like, that's you want that to be accelerated even more? You know, like, what? Excuse me? Let's see here. I want to check out... So females, here we go. The tamed male. Okay, I actually want to look at these two side by side, because I need to make a decision on these. I like the red one. I definitely like it. But I like the crimson. I think the crimson with the lines is my favorite out of the two. Like with the runes on it. We gotta fix the side of this guy's face. Gotta fix that too. There we go. That way it doesn't walk around. Alright, what am I gonna work on here? It's not something I really want to work on myself. Yeah, I realize I never read that fully. Yeah, that's how I feel too. I'm like, you know, if you guys want to make patches for things and like change things, customize it, I encourage you to do it. You know, like I went out of my way to make like my attribute system, you know, all through like JSON attributes and, you know, things like that. I gotta make name tags too. There we go. We're gonna get off this guy here. I'm going to remove some of the stuff here. Boop. And this is the sample model for the saddlebags. I just did a copy and paste so it wasn't null. There will be saddlebags soon. let's test this out here. Let's get a medallion. I think for the medallions, I could, right, because now I own this. I need to adjust the shape, copy the shape over, adjust the shape down, so it rests like right on its muzzle here, right on its snout. Let me make sure that the flute still works. I really want to make an ocarina. I think I may end up making an ocarina and having like, oh. Wait, where'd my flute go? Did it just, like, eat the flute? Did I throw it? Did I throw it on the floor? I did. Oh. Yeah, he's gonna keep trying to, like, run over to me now for a while here. This is pretty cool where, like, it can, like, fly up to you. Fast little man. See, I'm trying to get it to where, like, there, maybe if I kind of sit on him here. We'll bring you down to the ground. I'll put you over on this mountain. These guys are so small compared to our own wyverns. They're adorable. Yeah. Yeah, they are kind of compact, aren't they? But they're fast. They can be fast. They can be fast. I just want to make sure the teleportation still works for these guys. Alright, he's way over there. Okay, good. See, it's weird because, like, if he teleports, it's almost like he gets kind of broken. Alright, let's mount on top of him. See, now he's got his movement. I don't know what that's about, but since I'm using the same, like, come over AI task, this is probably something weird with the game itself, and probably when they fix that AI task, it will, oh, it must be nighttime. Yep. Maybe I'll make this 20. Maybe I'm gonna make this 20. Let's see. I got saddle breaking working on these as well. Where is it? Tamed Wyvern. Where are my AI tasks? Alright, so instead of 18, let's make that 20. And then for the morning, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. I think that's fine. 20, it's like the sun's setting, they'll settle down. And then when the sun is up, like, you could get them up maybe a little early, but yeah, I think that works. Next thing I have to do is all the medallion stuff, all the face stuff. There we go. Now I should be good for about an hour on this guy, in-game hour. So I think what I'm gonna do is just, like, just angle it down. Yeah. And then center it, right? Angle it down and center it in the middle. And I think that should be good. Let's pull up Wyvern wearable. So I want the attached shape by slot code here. Instead of using the elk stuff, I guess it's time we moved out of our parents' house. Let's just copy this stuff over and make our own. So if these are in shapes, let's open up shapes, right? So we will follow a similar path here. So we will do items, wearable, and then it's going to be Wyvern. And then in here, let's save and quit. Add folder, let's make it face, because there's going to be like a lot of these little medallions here. Now what I will do is come over to here. Survival, shapes, item, wearable, hooved, face. Copy. Let's open the folder, paste all this stuff in, and then let's add all of this stuff to the project. All right, and instead of elk everywhere, it's gonna be Wyvern. We will rebrand all of these. Aw, man, having so many is gonna kind of suck. Because I'm gonna have to make crafting recipes for all this stuff. Ugh. Oh, you know what I should do? I should make the heads mountable. Just like you could do with like the bear and the deer. I should make it to where like the head is something you can mount on a wall. But that's extra credit. I can do that, but I don't know if that's the right thing to do right now. Although it would be cool. Imagine like the bearskin rug, right? You can have my poor wyverns. You're gonna be able to like make everything from like toilet paper to a statue of it. Oh, a statue! How cool would it be if you could get these things as like a stuffed like statue, and it's like got its wings spread out like it's gonna do like it's flying in the air and it shoots out water. A little water centerpiece. No, not gonna do that. These are semi-living things, Vice. Okay, so for face, we're gonna copy this. I'm gonna paste this in here, right? Because now it's gonna be items, wearable, wyvern, face, and then it's going to be whatever the face number is dash wyvern, right? For that, let's copy all of this. Let's scroll down to face. Right, so it's going to be the same kind of thing, but then we're going to grab it from inventory. Build. All right, let's hop in the game. Let me pull up the model creator. Boop. And then we're going to edit these and line them up. Line them on up. Where's my model creator? There it is. There we go. Boop. Open. Shapes, items, wearable, wyvern, face. Let's start with 1. Why not? So inventory I'm not going to have to change. It's just like the wyvern itself. Ah, lame. Backdrop shape. Copy. I gotta add this into here. Can we reload this? I may have to. Cancel. File new, file open. Wyvern. Alright, you know what we'll do? Alright, new, open. I will pick Seraph for now. And then what I will do is file, save, right? So now I can come into here manually. Right, so for the backdrop, it's going to be Tamed Wyvern. Oh, wait. Duh, I know what I did wrong. Hold on. Did the wrong thing. Oop. Here we go. First of all, step parent, it should be nose 2, right? Well, actually, it should be the medallion. So it should be the medallion slot. So if I do medallion AP. Alright, we're gonna reload, and then we can pull this up. Let me get the correct shape this time. Ridgeback male adult. Paste. Hold on, little man. Don't go anywhere. Pull out medallion 1. Right there. Yep, that's 1. Okay. So at least it's aligned correctly there. Excuse me. Excuse me. Sorry, am I in your way? Oh, here we go. You're actually the one that I wanted to, there we go. To test with. Right, so now what I can do is file new, file open. Open. Crap. Let's see. How do you do this again? I think it's screwed up. Here we go. Set backdrop. And I'm going to navigate to desktop. Model creator. All right, and this is the Ridgeback. There we go. That's what I wanted to see. So now I could take this whole thing. I don't know why the head strap. Kinda weird, right? Kinda weird. So let's just move the position. Let's just move it over. Like a 7.5 right there, right? And then up a little bit, and then like down 1 maybe? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's try that. Save. Oh, Dur, hey, again, didn't get the notification. Morning. Hey, good morning. That's all good. You're not missing too much. I'm just aligning some models and being the little busy bee that I am. Oh man, I'm gonna have to make some elemental variants for these guys. Bastard! Bastard! You know what? got an idea. I got an idea. File open. Let's just open this. So this is the piece that I want to attach to. Head ridge. So let's manually hop into here. Let's do head ridge. We'll save it. Then I will do a file new, file open. I gotta navigate back. Mythic Legends. Resources. Assets. Shapes. Items. Wearable. Wyvern. Face. Okay. Right? So let's bump this back up. Let's make it 0, right? Or maybe 1? I hate that that box is there. Nice turnout today? What do you mean? Do you have something good happen today? I was gonna say, it's kind of early. No, it's like 1:40. Holy crap. The time just flies by. Oh, I got a couple messages. Hold on. Wait, what's this? Oh my goodness. Good news, everyone! I'm gonna try out Olive Garden delivery today for dinner. I totally forgot. I used to love going into that place. There's a secret with it, right? If you're really nice to the waitress there or whoever's serving you, I think the one by me, it's I've never seen a guy you know, as like a server, right? But if you're really nice to the people, and you ask for the chocolates, the little Andes mints, I get bowls of them. I get bowls of them. So good. I don't know if I can pull that off with a remote order, but by Joe, I could try. I could try. I feel like this is gonna be a very weird, very weird number to get it, like, centered, right? It's gonna be something like an 825, maybe? Alright, let's give it a try. Good luck. If you're really lucky, they don't give you extra food poisoning. I've never gotten food poisoning from the Olive Garden around me, anyways. I know, there's some places that are better than others. For example, there's one McDonald's around here that is complete and utter garbage. It's the worst. And then there's another one that's like maybe 10 minutes away from it, like in the opposite direction. I'm like in between both of them. Actually, this one, the other one's like 10 minutes away. This one's like 3 minutes just in the opposite direction. It's like the cleanest McDonald's I've seen. Like, the food just tastes better. It's like they actually cycle out the grease. You know what I mean? Like, but the orders aren't messed up. Like, the burgers aren't like thrown together like some kind of barbarian smashing food. You know, like, open it up and it's like, holy shit, this is stacked nice. Like, everything looks fresh. This is great. All right, so I just have to push this down a little bit. And then this is the position. This is the position. Have you gotten food poisoning from Olive Garden? If so, man, I am sorry to hear that. Yes, and know many who have. I'm getting nervous now. I'm like, wait, I mean, it's been a while. It's been, you know, it's been almost a year. I usually go on my birthday. Actually, I started going there. Damn it, knew it. Knew 1 would be too aggressive, or 0. Let's do like .25. But I used to, for my birthday, I used to go to, and it was like an hour, 20-minute drive for me, right? One way. It's this place called Texas de Brazil. It was the best all-you-can-eat meat buffet that I've ever experienced. It was incredibly good. Unfortunately, they kind of suck now. they kind of suck now. Last time I went, it was a huge disappointment. Like everything was like way over salted. It just wasn't good. Man, what if I try a 1 here? Oh, you know what it probably is? It's probably the 0.875, not 2.5. But yeah. Since I don't go to Texas de Brazil anymore, I kind of went to Olive Garden, and it's pretty good. Like I can see, this is the thing, right? When I say it's pretty good, I'm judging it by the standards of, where are you going? This is what I get for giving you a brain. But I judge it by the standards of like general kind of fast food, right? Oh, you know what? It's centered for the box. The snout, it's like fractional. Crap. That's what the problem is here. So I'm gonna need to offset it manually. So I need to push it out. Oh, that's not what I want. I want that. Unless I take the box. Yeah. I could edit the model. Right, make this 4.11. Crap, you know, I can't really change the model right now. Hold on, hold on. Oh, what is this? Don't know how to institute collectible behavior of class. Collectible behavior, mana infusion. Did you forget to register a map? Interesting. Hold on when it says that. Alright, so let me send something to Verlia. A model for the... Okay. Did you make any changes? Can I edit the size of the... what is this? Medallion... AP selection box and send you the update. There we go. I may not be able to do this now. You know what? I will do it now. Worst case scenario, I just undo it with GitHub. Let's do a save as. There we go. I want to come down to shapes, entities, land. Wyvern, Ridgeback, Male, adult. Save. Now let's see what it's going to look like. Man, Odur, you got me nervous now. It's like, is this going to be a big mistake? Am I going to have, like, explosive diarrhea, you know, like, later tonight? What's going to happen here? Okay, well, the selection box did move. Ah, but you know what? That did not. Alright, alright. So I guess that's part of it. That's part of it. We can keep going, right? So if that's one, I could do like a 1.1. Yeah, at least you won't be constipated. Yeah. Yeah, I guess so. But I also would prefer not to have stomach pains. No volcanoes, man. No volcano. Oh, you know what? I gotta look to see if I have my Kraft cheese shaker. Shaker version. Let's do like 0.2. This is me like nitpicking this, but I want you to look at the front, right, the snout, and you put a medallion on. I want it to be pretty much lined up. And the good news is, once I get all this stuff settled, it's going to be pretty much a copy and paste with all the others, right? Like I copy and paste like maybe 2 sections into each one, and then it's just done. Oh, so I think that would do it right there. I think that would do it. And again, right, this is going to be a close enough kind of thing. Okay, that's as centered as it's gonna get. You know what? That looks pretty good. And it's right on its little snout. That's perfect. I own you. You are mine. Alright. So basically now what I will do is come into like Wyvern. I'm actually going to move this over here. Right? I don't need any kind of backdrop shape. Just get rid of that. I don't need any of these collapsed path stuff. I will end up moving this mapping, right? But first thing is going to be the face origin, right? So we're gonna manually put that in here, and I'm gonna just open up all of them here, right? Paste that in. Paste that in. Wyvern! Paste that in. Bam. Why are there so many of these? This is crap. Alright, paste. The Wyvern. Paste. 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 Alright, so this should set the attachment point on all of these for the Wyvern. There we go. Now this is the last one. Let's save it all. Now I'm going to do a file open, right? Before I do that, let's go back up to here. Copy, paste, right? Let's do that. We're gonna open number 2. Yeah, head strap. Head strap needs to live in face origin, right? So it all moves together. So, I guess that being said, let's go back into here. Damn it. You know what I could do? Let me be clever with this. Find all... God damn it, I hate when it does that. There we go. Find all instances of this. And replace it with all instances of this. 13, that sounds about right. One of these I ended up deleting, right? Was it Wyvern 10? Yeah, see, some of these that don't have any, I'll have to just put them in. But that's done. That's done. That's done. That is done. That's good. Number 2, that's good. 3, 4, good. 5, 6, excellent. 7, excellent. 8, and 9. All right, so that should be everything there. Let's go ahead and reload. And then I will map the textures after this, and then... I mean, I'll have to create a recipe, I'll do that later. But at least all the medallions will be done. Okay. You know, the reason why it doesn't look right in the center is because this and this are off-center too. But you know what? It's good enough. It's good. From here, it looks fine. All right, let's pick that up and let's put you on. See, so everything's together. I just need to go into here. And then there's some positional information, right? In Origin. Basically, I believe it's this part. That's got to be copied over. Which one is that medallion? Let's pick it up. This is 2. Perfect. Let's see if that fixes it. Because if that's the case, I just paste all this stuff in, we change the mapping, bam, good to go. Bam. Heyo! Alright, buddy, don't walk anywhere. Just stay. Alright, so it's going to be as simple as that. Let's go into here. Paste. Number 4. Paste. This, I just find this a lot easier. Sometimes it's just so much easier to manually edit these shape files. There we go. Wyvern. Probably could have done it when I did the head ridge. If I thought a little further ahead, I wouldn't be doing this right now. Could have saved myself like a minute of time. A single minute. 14. This is 15 and 16. Okay. Now what I need to do is start looking at some of these textures, right? So under wearable, you know, I'm just gonna add this stuff to the general There we go. I'm gonna make a space just to help me keep it straight. And I'm going to get rid of all this stuff, right? We'll just kind of make it empty. Right, because now it's going to be a matter of, like, copy-pasting things, right? So this one's going to be game. Keyword is yellow. Alright, we got plain. Oh, which is already mapped to plain leather. Rusty glow. Which is going to use the game asset. The rusty glow. I'm very familiar with that texture. And then this will be tin bronze 1. So that's Wyvern 16. This one, so we already have that. Lapis. Copy. Game. There we go. Alright, 15 is good. 14, what do we got? We're good there. 13, we're good there. 12, we are good. 11, we are not. Pearl. Paste, 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 paste. So Pearl 1 is going to be mapped for this texture. Alright, then we got plain, that's good. 10. We got lapis, tin, got those already. Rusty glow, tin, we got those. Rusty glow, yep, got that. Pearl, yellow, we got those keys. Pearl, tin. We're probably good for the rest of them. That's good, that's good. This one's got no mappings, alright. No internal mappings. Alright. Oh, you know what? I needed to go into each one of these. And we gotta pull these out now. We gotta pull these out. Because I have them mapped in the JSON. Right, because it's still gonna. Oh no, it looks like it's fine. But I'm gonna clean these up here. All right, medallion, face. That's good. There we go. Get rid of those textures. Get rid of those. That. And that. That. This is going well. It doesn't feel like it's Saturday. I don't know why. Whoops, that was inventory. Oh no, I've been pulling up inventory for some. That's fine. Inventory is going to be the same. Actually, I will need to delete all that stuff out anyways. Wyvern. Okay, Wyvern 2, inventory. Let's get rid of that. That's good. Get rid of that. That's good. Get rid of that. Manually cleaning stuff up. There we go. Almost done. Alright, that's looking better. 16. There we go. Yeah, so for these, all the wyverns are done. I just need to do the inventory ones. There we go, wyvern. And one more, wyvern. There we go. Save. Whew. Close out all of these. While I do that, let's reload the world. We'll make sure no errors come up. I would see the errors pop up. There we go. Back down. Alright, did we get any errors? We did get some, but they're ones that I knew about already. Define and file shape, items, wearable, Wyvern. Oh, Wyvern face inventory 1. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, okay, I forgot that one. Because I was just, okay, so that's the only one that came up, right? Rusty glow. Yeah, all the 3 errors that came up were from that. Yeah. Oh, and bridle. We do not have. There's something weird with the Wyvern bridle head. Right? Is it this one or is it the other one? Texture not found. Oh, it's because of those. All right, it had an empty texture. There we go. Vexus, hey, yup, I'm on. Grubbing some cereal. So many tabs. Oh, you sent me a message here. I hadn't made any changes. Send away. Sweet. I'm right now. I'm getting the medallions working. And I had to change this selection box. It wasn't an even 4, it was a 4.11, so I expanded it to kind of reach the other side. There was like a little clip there. Whoops. There we go, now the medallions come up. They sit on the face. We could pop them off, put them on, good to go. Sweet. The next send, it's going to be very soon. I fixed a bunch of stuff, Vexus. I'll go over it since you're here. I created a new world interact system. So now I can inject things in, like that access inventory. You know, the shift and detach. You know, like it flips over, so it's going to show you like the items as well. That wasn't fully working before. So not only is the old stuff working, but now I can inject whatever I want. The issue here, you can see it now says sit, and there was a problem where you couldn't right click on this. You had to click somewhere else because for whatever reason when it saddles down, it screwed everything up. Now it works. I got the elk sitting animation in. Hooray. So that's good. Some weird things in first person. It's got like the arms kind of there. I don't yet know how to deal with this. Actually, I'm thinking that the eye height needs to be a little higher. Right, because isn't player eye height like .8? 1.8? Isn't that it? But I'll do like maybe a 7.5. We'll try that out. Beautiful. Might take a look at the crag hide to see if I can remove the stuff on the muzzle without losing its look too much. That would be awesome. Okay. So this would be the eye height. See, I feel like with the arms, like this, it's more tolerable being higher. Let's make a wall. Right? So I can mount on this. So about even is what, 4 pixels down. So yeah, the eye height is a little too high. Let's maybe bump it down to a 6.5. Looks good to me, yeah! You know, and since we're talking about the crag hide, I should probably make the changes for the folder structure as well. Now that that name's defined, do the localization on it. Tisk, you didn't do the textures? Not yet. Yeah, that's I guess that's on the list too. So this one I'm a little further down. Sorry, Vexes, I was busy fixing all the other issues. Oh, I was busy fixing all the other stuff. The task blocker's pretty sweet, so like you can hop off these guys now. Oh, did you notice that? It kinda glides a little bit, does it? Huh. Let me fix that. This is going to be... I need to look at... Let's allow sit. It should be in here. Where... Okay, so I think it would be here. I can say if... You know what? Not here, but in this else statement. I'll just bump it down here and I'll say if this on ground, this dot forward speed equals 0.0 f, I will stop all forward speed and I will stop the angular velocity as well. Okay. So let's kind of cruise up a little bit. There we go. None of that gliding across the ground when it lands. little tweaks like that kind of make this system feel clean. Yeah. It's getting there. Trying to get Michael, yeah, right, Michael Jackson across, kind of moonwalk it. I warned the players already that there's gonna be a lot of changes. Who are these players you're playing with, Vexus? You make it sound like you're running a server, and I'm not invited. Oh, let's see. You invited me. When? When did you invite me? I didn't get an IP address or anything. I didn't get anything. I didn't get the formal invitation. Like that was 2 live streams ago. You know how many hours ago that was? Really? I'll have to look at I didn't see anything in our chat. I didn't see anything. Oh, you know what? Since I got you here, sent it to you via DM. We talk a lot then, because I'm kind of scrolling through. No, because that was you sent me the Feverstone horses there. That was yesterday. No, that was also yesterday. I don't see anything. Where you sent it to me? Yeah, timestamp? So you sent me the Mythic Legends there. Yeah, I honestly do not have the info here at all. Right, there's like the animal cages, you sent me that link. I'm back like 7 days ago now. Oh wait, what was the animal cages thing? I don't know. Oh, it was in live stream? Oh, yeah, I don't, yeah, DM would have, yeah, that would have quenched it. That's probably why I didn't see anything. I'm like, what do you mean? Running a server? I thought you were running one with, like, with your kids. You know, and all right, cool. Then maybe I'll get to actually play this game. Holy moly. All right, buddy. I don't like you and you don't like me, but let's make this work. Oh, did you get the bag model done? Because I could put those in. I got to put in the textures. Here, let's... Let me do that now. Oh, and the reason why I didn't put in the textures yet is because I don't know what paths like these need to be into or anything. I put the... Like, I pulled out the Wyvern one for the teeth, right? So, like, the teeth are mapped now, right? But I put that in the Wyvern folder. Well, you say using our leather blocks. And my blocks folder is empty, right? So then I probably should do blocks. Here, let's save and quit, because there was another texture too that I didn't know what it was. All right, so we can put in leather. I got way too many windows open. Save image as... Save image as... Then save image as... Yeah, there's one texture here. I will save this. It's called Wyvern... Oh, Wyvern egg skin. Alright. Yeah, might as well. So I guess I would end up choosing... I think the Wyvern egg, it would be best if it was an entity and not an item or a block. Because what I'm thinking is, if there is like a reproduction kind of system, right? It could be an entity that doesn't move, that gets spawned. And then that could be the anchor for like maybe the mama Wyvern to like stay close to it. I just realized that this skeleton is named incorrectly. There we go, Skeleton. There we go, skeleton. There. I'm gonna have to change that over here because I just did a copy and paste. So now instead of doing this, I will preserve, because I did like these colors. I'm going to preserve these colors, or the you know, where the pointers were. What are the textures here? Oh, I didn't put them in yet. Open folder, downloads, copy, paste. All right, so now I can add these to the project. Include black plain, or plain black, plain dark, and plain light. Plain black, plain dark. What's the plain light? Is that just the plain? Is that where plain light should be? Alright, so it's gonna be blocks, leather, plain light, I guess? Get rid of that. Let's copy this. And then get rid of this, right? So this will be probably plain dark. And this would be, what? Plain black? Plain light isn't used yet. See, this is why I didn't have it in yet, because I didn't know. Alright, so we will have to keep track of that. There we go. Alright, so I will keep track of this. We're gonna have to keep track of that. Because it's something that my other mod that I'm struggling with. It's like, what textures am I still using or not using? I'll just leave that there for now. Okay, so that should be that. Now I gotta copy this, right? Because nope, that was just for these saddlebags. Okay. So let's see what this looks like now. Was that the only outstanding thing that I had? I can get rid of this because I got it working now. Build. Boop, boop. The saddle rim is plain dark. Well, as long as the mappings are correct, I'm just using whatever the model had on it. Right, so if you made it plain dark before, it's plain dark now. Let's see what it looks like. Oh. Did I mistype something? Plain dark, leather, yep, blocks. Oh, that would do it right there. Forgot the S. My bad. Boop. Do 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 do. Is that what it's supposed to look like? It does match that. Yeah, all right. That's it. Excellent. Sweet. This thing is pretty slow. This is a slow one. Yeah, speed of 3. We were supposed to be friends. You were the chosen one! I could still hurt you? Yeah, okay, good. Sorry, buddy. I had to check. Fat Wyvern, right? I think, speed of 6. Oh, look at that. Speed of 18. This is gonna be a beast. Now let's get another saddle. There we go. Let's get bridle. All right, pop that on. We should probably just have one kind of bridle, huh? I'd probably get rid of the other kind and then update that image. See, that's a fast wyvern right there. Whee! I hate these floating arms so much. I hate these floating arms. Oh god, it's oof. I hate it. Stamina. So I have to tweak the math little bit. Let's tweak some math here. So this right here, calculate time. This should be a calculate time countdown. Right, because I'm getting the seconds here, but really, I think really what I want to do is say something like current time. Oh, you know what? Probably just do that, right? Yeah, there we go. 2 minutes, 45 seconds. Just kidding. Ain't gonna be that easy, Vice. I mean, so I think the way I would have to do this, though, right, would be something like this, right, for the countdown. Oh, and I think I'm gonna have to reload to get that looking right. It's this kind of like time calculation math that I gotta sit there and like churn a little bit on. I'm gonna create a. I'm gonna undo what I did. All right. I'm gonna make a copy of this and just store it off to the side, just in case I end up screwing up. All right, let me save that. Yeah, see that's kind of like the it counts up. I want this to I want it to count down, right? I want it to count down to 0. So probably do I need to swap these? It would be the max time minus the current time, right? Although now it's pumping it as a negative. Why don't I... Okay, why don't I do this? I'm gonna undo that. We're gonna comment that out. Let's try like int seconds equals. We're gonna use math max, right? Let's try and use math max. And I'll say 0 to. We'll cast this as an int. And it's going to be max time in minus current time in. Let's maybe try that. So currently that's a negative. Man, this one's gonna take a little. This one's gonna be kind of big brain. I'm not good at this kind of stuff. Like basically, I wanted to say like, however many minutes it has, right? Really, it's gonna be the current time And I did try this, right? See, this is the annoying part. It's not... Oh, jeez! Max stamina and current stamina were swapped here. Oh, Vice, you dummy. How could you? That guy, let me tell you. Maybe the math wasn't as hard. There we go, that's what I wanted. So you can see how much stamina, how much flight time you have left. That's what I wanted, right there. There you go. That guy, he's fired. There we go, and see your stamina's like rising again. Each pip here is 15 seconds. So this guy has 7 stamina, so you start off with a certain amount, and then you'll get, well, with 7 stamina, that would be, I think I give you 1 pip per point of stamina, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I give you 2 minutes, or I give you 1 minute of flight, and then the rest of your stamina, kind of correlates, right? So let's see if I have another guy. Like, what are you? 1 stamina, right? This guy's like as low as you can go. So he's got the base 4 plus 1 pip. So this guy can only fly for 1 minute 15 seconds. But his speed is also 3 and his health is 5. This would be meat. I'm sorry to say, you would be glue. Kind of fine with it. Sometimes I'll fly for a long time straight home. Yeah, I wouldn't know how to fix the arms. The guy's super awesome. Don't let him fool you. He's a slave driver. He keeps me up late, thinking about things. Dang, 2 health, 6 speed, 9. I want 1. There we go, 18 stamina, right? So this guy would be able to fly for 5 minutes, 30 seconds. Dang, a speed of 19? What? Oh, you're my new favorite friend. Let's get you a saddle, my boy. Get you a saddle. Get you a bridle here. And we gotta hop off. There you are. Bam. Bam. Oh, yeah. It's good. Whee. All right, cool. What else? I could update. Let's pull out the saddle. And let's pull out the bridle as well. I'm gonna get rid of this secondary bridle. There's not gonna be an auto run kind of feature with these. It's great that they added it for the elk. I'm not gonna add it for these. Like, just press forward. This is active flight anyways. This isn't like WoW where you never fall and never dismount and you could just like hover there forever. This is not the way. I can close out of the stamina bar now. I can close out of this. Let's go over to this, right? So there's gonna be... I think I have to make other... Yeah, for the inventory... Right, this hooved inventory. I want to click a point and have it auto fly me there, please. Jeez, what is this? Like, is this like a Korean MMO? Click to move. It plays for you. And they're so nice of them because I don't get my keyboard dirty because of the Doritos that I'm eating. You know, like I get to just watch the game play itself. Man, I saw World of Warcraft had something like that where it was like rotation assist, where they kind of do that, but like your damage is cut significantly. That was interesting. I could see where maybe some people would benefit for that. You know, like if you had like a new spec you were trying out and you didn't know the rotation, you could watch how it does it and then try it yourself. That was pretty interesting. All right, so for saddle, these are two specific images. Here, I'm gonna import a couple things over. Sounds sus to me. You'll be able to tell. Like, I think the damage was reduced to like 60% of what it would normally be, which is, you know, it's interesting. it's interesting. All right, so let's copy a couple more things over. All right. Wyvern, bridle, saddle, and then the saddlebags. I need to come down to shapes. Items, wearable, Wyvern. Oh. Oh, I think I did this already, right? Oh no, item wearable hooved. Oh, it's wrong. Shapes, so items wearable. No, it would that would be correct. Wait, where was I just now? I'm getting confused here. So vintage story, assets, survival, shapes. Item. I gotta send the bags over. Give me a minute. Oh, you finished them already? Sounds like laziness to me. I never said it wasn't lazy. I just said it was interesting. That's all. It was interesting. Okay, so I think what I want to bring over is going to be the bridal inventory, the saddle inventory, and then both saddle bags for the inventory. All right, so let's open this in File Explorer, paste these in. All right, and now I can add these to the project. I'm gonna have to format them correctly. Paste. Come on, paste. Paste. Bridal 2, I'm going to get rid of. And then copy and paste that. I'm going to have them be two separate shapes. There we go. And now we can go into here. And I will get rid of bridal 2. So we're going to have all the medallions, one bridle, one saddle, and then two types of saddlebags. Build. All right. Let's hop. Oh, what? Oh, before we hop back in. Oh, hold on. Slow your roll. I'm going to copy this. Paste it in there. Okay. Right, because this is what I want, right? For face. Wyvern dash. So this should be... yeah, Wyvern dash. And then the type. Just like that. Okay, that is the correct format. Build. Perfect. So nothing should have changed. It's still gonna look the same. But at least I've separated it out into its own format there, its own format. Come on, baby. Okay. So that's the old saddle, right? Like, it's gonna have some texture issues. That's the old bridle. Let's just make sure. Yep, we got the new saddlebags. Got that, got that. Okay, okay, here we go. Now, let's update these, right? So what I could do is do a file, new, file, open. Bridal inventory. Right, so that's the in-game bridal. We're going to do a file import. And we're going to import the actual bridal here. I'm going to shrink it down by 50%. Crap. Okay. So let's resize the elements. Let's scale the UV. Let's do it by 50%. Excellent. And then we're gonna try to center it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I would say something like that looks pretty good. Delete, delete, right? So there's that one. Save. Fireball it in. We're gonna reload. I still got to localize these and still need to put in some recipes as well. Because you won't be able to make any of this stuff. You'd have to admin it out. And after that, I think it's ready for, like, playtesting. Okay, so that's... Hold on, buddy. So that's the new bridal image. Let's do a TF edit on this. GUI. Let's bump up the scale to maybe 300. Let's change the rotation. Maybe something like that. Let's change the origin a little bit. 1.5, 1.6, 1.75. I'd say that looks pretty good. Let's change the transform now. So that's for the saddle. I just want to double check. Okay, so I have a profile for the bridal. Let's go ahead and pop it as a wild card. All right, so translation's going to be all zeroed out. This is going to be 14, 121, and 180, all negative. This is going to be 0.5. This is 0.175, 0.5 with a size of 3. All right, let's reload the game. Right, we could add like the similar recipes for the elk and then add the wyvern particular drops so it'd be easy to make the recipes. Yeah. I still would have to make an item for scales and teeth. I don't want to make like wyvern meat. Because people are gonna want like, well, why doesn't wyvern meat work with expanded foods? And you know, like I don't want to do any of that. These things are gonna drop red meat or bush meat. You know what I mean? Like, there's no reason for that. I would also be cautious about like wyvern leather per se. Mainly because then I have to get into the tanning process and you know what I mean? Like it could be just extra hassles. Like scales are good and teeth are good because those are like standalone items. You know what I would love? I don't know if you were around Vexus before, but I was talking about the bear armor. I think I want to make wyvern armor where it's like the wyvern skull kind of on top of your head and you know, and you can make armor out of these things. And then I thought it'd be cool to like get the, you know, how you can mount like the bear heads and stuff on the walls. Have like the wyvern head. You know, that way you can look like a dragon knight. Oh, maybe that could be a class, huh? New class, Dragon Knight. Makes it to where, like, maybe you're faster and have more maneuverability when piloting a Wyvern. Spears do more damage. Oh, man. Imagine that, huh? Alright, where you going, buddy? We'll go here. Boop. Look at you gliding down. You know how badass you are. Look at you, sir. Okay, this works, right? That looks pretty good. I still gotta localize it, but you know, whatever. That's easy enough. Saddle. The saddle's next. So let's do a file new, file open. Wyvern saddle inventory open, right? So that's the generic. We're gonna do a file import. Wyvern saddle open. Right, so that's what we're looking at. Actually, that's not that bad. Really just gotta like move it over a little bit, right? Try and like center it like that. Maybe, you know what? I'd say that's pretty damn good. Just like that. File save, fireball, reload. Alright, new saddlebags dropped for you. Nice. That shape drop also includes the lantern around the neck too. Well, I gotta look at. Yeah, lantern around the neck would probably be good. Probably would attach to this part, right? I would assume, anyways. Well, there's the saddle. I think it's sitting a little too high. Let's drop it down 1, 2. Let's drop it down 2. And I may end up, maybe shrinking it. Maybe. Ba-da-dum. It would, alright. So I probably should make a selection box for that. Whoops. There. So that's what it's gonna look like. I think it could do better if it was a little smaller. Right? If it was a little smaller, I think it would be better. .tf edit GUI. Maybe make it like 125, right? Maybe less. Maybe 120. Say that looks alright. Let's change the rotation a little bit. And maybe not. Yeah. Wyvern just walking around like it owns the place. Alright, so TF edit, right? Hop into here. So instead of 140, yeah, let's drop it. I think just dropping it a little bit will make it look better. Hop into here. So saddle 120. Oops. Keep in the Windows key. Love that in-game edit. Me too. At least, technically the Wyvern teeth are still in there. Just take it from the reins and boom, item shape done. For the saddlebags, it's gonna inherit that anyways, because I made it all the same item, just subdivisions of it. There we go. Okay, and I say even holding that looks pretty good. The reins, that looks pretty good. There we go. Hands together. And that doesn't look good. Damn it. it's because the other one was like it wasn't bent, right? This one has a natural bend. You know what? Instead of changing that, just go into the bridle. Kind of see where this stuff is. Crap. Man, some of these things just are not stacked here. So this should be in here, right? That's better. And this... Okay, that's good. That should not be in here. That should be outside. Right, the dragon's teeth. Okay, so then that's that one. Alright, and then this is... that. I'm gonna put these on top of each other like that. Now this is all one, and I can just smooth out the angle. Right? We could smooth out the angle a little bit. There, make it a little straighter. It's gotta be rotated a little differently, just like that. This needs to go back down a little bit. And that can go there, that there. And then I can shift this over. Oh, I gotta do it from here. By just like a little bit. Right? That way, there we go. Perfect. Right? Instead of doing all that, you know, all the like rotation and everything, we'll just edit it. It's kind of weird how like it's in item form and it's like already got that curve in it, you know? Here we go. No. Wait, which one did I just edit like that? Hold on. The hell did where'd my wyvern go? This is what I get for giving you a brain. Damn it! I did the wrong one. I did the wrong one. All right, undo. Oh no. That's as far as the undos go. No. All right. GitHub, save me. This was the what? Wyvern Bridal 1. Oh, hold on. Let me try and save and then keep undoing. Nope. Ah, this model creator, man. Alright, so this is a Wyvern Dash Bridal 1. And this lives in items, wearable, wyvern. Okay. Discard changes. Discard. File new. I want the inventory version of it. The inventory version. We'll get it. We'll get it this time. There we go. So that's back. This is why I tell people, use GitHub. Save yourself the heartache. File, open. Bridal inventory is the one we want. That's the one. Alright, so it's going to be a similar thing, right? These reins I can pop here. Right, because that is in there. These little bits, the wraps. Yep, those are all the wraparounds. They would go into here as well. Right, so that's that whole thing. Then on this side, everything but the teeth, right? So this can get punted out here. You can collapse onto here, right? So that's that. Now let's do the same thing I just did. Kind of make it flat. Doesn't need to be perfectly flat. That's pretty good. Let's angle this up just so it's not Z fighting. There we go. And then we will kind of sloosh this over a little bit. Make it so it's still connected. There we go. All right, good. File, save. Samsung, visit nearby places. Samsung doesn't know me at all. I don't go anywhere. I'm a gamer. Alright, Chungus. I miss that having the multi-box collision. Look at you go. Oh yeah, these things can climb up a little over 2 blocks to get around. Made them just like the elks in that aspect. Let's... Okay, so that's the new bridle. I'd say that is better. When I hold it now, it's at least in my hand. Perfect. This needs to go up a little bit, though. TF edit, alright? The GUI. I bet I can pop this at a 0.5, not 0.75. That's gonna be centered right there. That I'd say that looks pretty good. Kind of maybe angle it up a little bit. All right, that's good. All right, let's go back to here. All right, so back to the bridle. 14, 118, 180, 5. This is 0.755, scale of 3. All right. Perfect. All right, so this should be its final form. So we got those two things in. All the medallions will already be centered. Let's put these the saddlebag in. Let's grab this. Oh man, I'm gonna have to take it apart, aren't I? Darn it. Okay, file, open. Go to downloads. Yeah, alright, I'll take this apart. saddle, origin, lantern, saddlebags. So there's the saddlebags. And that would be the lantern. What is this? Hay. Okay, so that's the hay bed. Bridle. Oh, that's the pie. Oh, geez, hay bed. Yeah, I named that wrong. All right, so I have to watch what I'm doing here. I gotta delete all the animations first on this thing. Because if I don't do that and I start deleting things, it's going to crash. At least that's a crash I can get through. Yep. There's a saddle. I'll save that. Bridle. The hay bed. So at least those are the 3 things. Is that supposed to not have a top part? The lantern? Yeah, the pylon is the secondary player seating. Yeah, we're not going to have that yet. I'm going to have to redo a lot of my code to have 2 people sit. Probably, I'm going to have to touch a lot of it to account for the secondary player and then what it does. So it can come, it's just not going to be like right now. But we can at least put that in. I have a box for it, it's just disabled right now. You're not going to see it most of the time, so I left it out. Trying to think where that was. All right, so let me at least just save this, right? Save. Let's go back into here. Textures. Bridle saddle, the saddlebag. So for the saddlebags, I'm gonna manually put that in. Let me open project folder right here. Go to downloads. Okay, copy, paste. Let's rename this. There we go. So this one can be Wyvern. Pillion. This will be Wyvern. What would the lantern be? Probably just Wyvern lantern. And then this one can actually go. I didn't need 3. Okay, now let's include these 2 things into the project. And now what I can do is edit this a little easier, right? So those are the saddlebags. Copy, step parent name body. I gotta remember that. Okay, step parent name. Copy. There we go. Step parent name body. Pop that in. Save that. Copy. Paste, right? So that's going to be both saddlebags. That's not the inventory for them, right? This is just the way it's going to look. Now I can pull this up. Delete those. And then lantern. This is the only one I don't want to delete. There we go. Save. Fireball. Reload. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. I just call it lantern. You're not going to see it most of the time, so I left it out. Oh, okay. Oh, we're talking about the lantern light. Well, you will see it if you don't have the saddle, right? Because you can put things on without the saddle being seen. Where do these things end up going? I swear to God. Oh, yep, we got some problems here. And it has to do with the texture code, storage AP copper. What the hell? Undo all of that, right? Saddle, step parent body. You know what? Got this guy here. So storage, probably storage AP is going to be what I want for the connection point, right? Or is it going to be tail? Probably storage AP. So let's go into saddlebags here. And at least put in storage AP there. Let's reload. Wyvern being slowly kited out. Kitted. Oh my god, kited. Kitted out. Looking good. Yeah. Alright, buddy. You're my new friend. 1 stamina. 20 speed? Holy crap. Brother. Guess what I got for you. There you go. Nice saddle. Nice bridle. Alright, 20 speed. Yeah, that is slick. Ooh. Love it. You are my new friend. In which case, I'm gonna fence your ass in. Oh my god, fence, there we go. I only do this because I love you. And until you love me back, keep your ass locked up. There we go. Don't worry, friend. Don't worry. All right. All my friends will run away from me. Okay. Let's get some saddlebags out. Oh, those are the elk saddlebags. Whoops. Mine are gonna look a little more botched. Here we go. Yeah, that seems about right, huh? That seems about right. All the other ones went on smooth. Apparently not this one. No siree. Maybe it's supposed to be on the tail instead. Instead of that AP. You know what I could do? I could just take a look at the saddle, right? So the saddle's on the body, right? And I think that's the, that's, okay. I think it's supposed to be tail then. Oh, wait, no, yeah, that, well, okay, I was looking at saddle here, so saddle bags. Let me see what I had in GitHub. Saddle bag. Yeah, I had body. So that's what it's like on the tail. I mean, let's see what it looks like when you move. Yeah, you know what? Tail's gonna be where it needs to go. File, new, file, open. Gotta navigate back. Let's see, resources, assets, shapes, entities, oh no, not entities, shapes, items, wearable, Wyvern. Is what, the saddlebag we are looking at? Set backdrop. Desktop. Model. Ridgeback. So that's where it is now. Are there two types of saddlebags? What the heck? What is that? This is weird. All right, I'm just gonna assume that this is fine. I'm gonna assume that that isn't going to be there. It's about all I can do. All right, little of this. That looks good. Now let's bring it down to, I think. Let's try that. Yeah. This is the annoying part, connecting these dots. Was I right with my guess? Is this what it's supposed to look like? Probably not, right? It's angled weird. Unless, well, it's not angled too weird. Oh, you sent a pic? So... Well, we got a problem, Vexus, because the point is on the butt. Like, that was the inventory point, so it's... Okay, buddy, stop moving. Every time it reloads, the blocker resets. So what you don't see here is there's another box here. That would be the secondary passenger seat. And then right next to that secondary passenger seat, you'd have the hay bed. Hey. Let's deck you out, buddy. Boop. Right, and then you'd have the pillion there, right? Because then you would have that box, then it goes into that. Let's see. Can you move the point to where it's can you move the point? Hold on. I'm missing some things here. Can you move the point to where it's behind the saddle down on the leg? I was going off the elk in that position. Well, I was going off the elk too, right? Because that would be the hindquarters. And that's where the selection box is. So you want it there? Alright, I guess so. Alright. Well, file new. File open. Well, it's not that it's gonna look good or not, it's a pain to do this. Once something's set, it's a pain to move stuff around sometimes. We'll see. We'll see. It's a good thing I left all that stuff on, so... Probably in there? Yeah, see, it's kind of coming down weird now. God damn it. Alright, hold on. I gotta get rid of the facing here, so... That stomach, I guess I could try to put it on the stomach first. So it gets it close enough. Now, the angle's weird. Probably want it to be straight. And I probably had to do that because of the side here to make it look a little straighter. It's kind of going to be in the driver's or the passenger seat. I can move this down maybe a little bit more. All right, so it at least sits on top. Since this is already 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? I could at least center it there. Okay. File, save. I mean, let's see. I have a feeling I'm gonna have to redo the bags a little bit. Oh, and it looks like there's some textures that didn't come through. I'm gonna have to map them for the bag. Oh, I got a message. Hold on. Alright, it was nothing. What I'm talking about. So maybe let's try and shut down. And the Wyvern saddlebags would be stomach, right? Build. Yeah, I think it's the copper keyword I gotta map out. That looks pretty close. Let's hope. I may have to push up some of the tooltip stuff too. Close, I guess. Yeah, see, it's... The selection point still says it's here. Valen, do you stream regularly? I do. I love to see more of this kind of stuff for VS. Yep, I definitely do. We're doing Wyvern stuff now. Faye Arches, thanks for the follow. Oh, wait, hold on. Here, Valen, thanks for the follow. I'm like, wait a minute, someone else followed. But yeah, I've been working on this. I work on my Magic mod too. I usually do streams of like mod development. Although I will start to play games soon, very soon. This doesn't look right, huh? This is annoying. I don't know why this is not over here. I don't know why. Let's go to new there, right? So file, new, file, open. Oh, because I did the wrong... I think I did the wrong one. Hold on. I'm gonna have to do a similar thing. I'm gonna manually edit this. Storage AP, right? Okay, you know what? No, I'm not. I'm gonna do it right. Let's do file, new. Yeah, just clear. I don't save what I did. File, open. All right, I'm gonna navigate to the mod. Resources. Shapes, entities, land, Wyvern. Basic. Okay, this isn't right either. What the hell is happening? It's like I edit this one file and it's all weird. There we go. Ridgeback, male, adult, open. There we go. So, let me figure all of this out. Start collapsing some of this stuff down, right? So first things first, this needs to move to the stomach. Right? That's got to move to the stomach, and then I got to come down to here. Let's drop it on top of the stomach, apply. There we go. So the orientation's correct now, at least. What is that? Is that good? That way there's a little space away from the leg? Or should it be like right up against the leg? I'd say that's good. Let's give it a try. Save. Load. All right, let's see where the actual shape ends up. Probably gonna have to mess with it a little bit. Probably. I didn't say you could walk anywhere, Bubba. Is it supposed to be lower? Or is it supposed to be there? What, you got an image? Okay, so that... So it's supposed to be a little lower, and it needs to be pushed off to the side there. Alright, so now what I could do is say... open. Gotta navigate again. Mythic Legends. I should just create a shortcut to this. It's killing me. Killing me! Shapes. Items. Wearable. Wyvern. Okay, and this is the saddlebags. Open. Okay. Okay. Look at a little different here. I'm gonna have to manually adjust this. I will guesstimate 1, 2, 1, no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops, let's zoom in. Right, that is okay. Nah, it's got to come over just a little bit. Whoop. There we go, like that. Okay, that should be at least even there. Oh, I can't really see where the saddle is. I'm just gonna punch it 2 down and we'll see where that leaves it. Save. Fireball. Whoops. Reload. That's what I did. I got a shortcut to the folder. Yeah. I have one for the magic mod. I'll probably end up doing that. Let's take that off. Yeah, this... Does that look right? Is it too far? I think it needs to come up a little bit because the straps should go flat, right? So maybe bump it up by like 1. I'm just eyeballing this thing. that's all I can do. Eyeball shotgun it in and Man, I'm sitting here, I'm like, I'm so thirsty. I mean, is that good? You see the straps. I mean, this is the thing, like, it probably could come up a little bit more, but there's a whole selection box that, like, I have to bring this selection box up, and it's gonna eat into the mount selection box when I do that. Sent you another pick without the saddle. Actually, I'd say that's it, right? That should be it. You got the little bit of lip there. A little bit of lip there. Sorry, I don't mean to inspect you so much, my friend. I don't know. It looks good, right? I'd say it looks good. Let's add... Whoops. Let me start closing stuff out here. Like, I don't need that. This is what I was looking for, right here. Copy, paste. Let's at least put a mapping in for that. We'll reload. Getting lost in the tabs, you know it. God, I normally do. It's even worse in the magic mod, where it's like I have so many tabs, it's like scrolled all the way down to here. And I got this tiny box that I'm trying to look at things with. Okay. Excuse me, sir. There we go. Stop your AI tasks. Should this be pushed over a little bit more? Like 1 down? Or should I just make the box? Yeah, it's got to go over just a little. Yeah, I want to at least try and align it with the box a little better. The selection box. And then of course I'll have to move the selection box, but... Oh, no, not 1. 1, 2, 3. Let's try like that, because that would put it towards the center there. Save. Fireball. Reload. And then I will try to bring that selection box up a little bit more. But it's straight up, it's going to eat into, you know, we ever get the secondary person, it's going to eat into their slot. And when you get things that overlap, there could be a chance that, like, if they would be inside of each other, and then if you hit it the right space, you would interact with this, which will open up the inventory, and then the person would mount in there too. Right? That's why I like to try and keep these things at least not overlapping. Oh, the pillin thing. Yeah, that actually does sit a little higher, so that box would... Well, I gotta see what this looks like bringing this up a little. Does that look good? Or is it too far now? It looks like it may be a little too far over. Oy, oy, oy. There we go. Split the difference. Beautiful. Oh, wait. That's good. That's good right there. Well, I'm gonna do this. I already did that. Let's save. We'll just align it a little bit. I think I was a little too aggressive. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, let's look at the straps. Let me get some water. God, I'm sitting here. I'm so thirsty. I have my big Stanley tumbler here, full of ice water. Ah, delicious. Yeah, see, at least that's in the center there. Excuse me, I'm gonna take that off of you, sir. Yeah, look at that. That looks good. Looks like it's, you know, we got some thickness there in the straps. I think it's perfect. It's beautiful. Now that I have this one open, I think it's got to go up more than just one. It's got to go up like 2. Yeesh. You know what? Yeah, I think that's fine. Well, I could do something with that later. I feel like I'm questioning if I should get Olive Garden tonight. And it looks like I don't have redeemed hydrate. There we go. I gotta do more with my channel points too. Ah, delicious. Normally I have a camera on. My webcam's kind of being weird. It's being rebellious. Is it weird that the box is a little big for the bag? Or is that hitbox fine? I mean, it is inventory. Having it be bigger is not a bad thing. All right, can you stop moving? Yeah, I think the hitbox is fine. Okay. Pop the saddle back on you, buddy. There you go. Starting to get decked out there, right? Looking good. Mighty fine. Well, I have more to do though, right? Because it has the old shape, right? So let's file new, open, saddlebags. So this is the inventory, and then let's do an import. I guess I have to doctor this up. A little bit. Let's just delete those straps, right? And I guess I can kind of angle it right. Try and line it up a little, right? Alright, so that one's kind of sitting on the ground. I will preserve that strap. But this whole saddlebag can go away. This saddlebag can go away. Let's grab this. We're shotgunning it in. Whoops, zero that out. Whoops, zero that out. This is the angle I was looking for. Wow, really? Okay, I guess. Sure, why not? Alright, so that's sitting on the ground. And bring this up. Gets weird when you do like the angles, right? Because it's slowly pushing it up to the side as well. And I guess we'll kind of put it off center a little bit, right? Rotate it a little bit. All right, let's try that. Save. All right, y'all, and I got like maybe 5 minutes left here to stream. This has been a good stream. This has been a 3-hour stream. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. It's been fun. I like doing these. All right, so I'm gonna have to texture that strap, which is fine. All right, that's pretty good. So let me look at the strap texture here. Those are going to be looking for leather and metal, right? So leather. Pop that into there. Let's just do the plain leather, and then it wants metal. Metal. All right. Let's see what the final verdict is here. And then I'll have to duplicate this to the saddlebag too, but it's not a problem. Right, because you always have to have bigger saddlebags. There we go. It's got the little... Oh, that's not ground storable. Oh, here we go. Yeah. Perfect. And we can put it on. Bam. Beautiful. Looks great. Yeah, it does. Look at you, sir. Really coming together here. I do say so myself. Okay, so I'll have to make a selection box here for the bell, or the not the bell, the although I think there should be a strap on top, right? Because there's no strap on there. How much storage does the elk hold? No idea. I know this one, I made the bags 8 and 16, like the bigger bags are 16. Like these bags. Alright, but I think my time has come. Yep. My time has come, everyone. Let's find someone to raid. Oh. Who is playing this game, this wonderful game? What do we got? What do we got? And anyone have someone that they want me to stream? See, I kind of look around and I'm like, does anyone have a mana bar? Because I feel conflicted, because I feel like I have to, like, tell people how to do the stuff in the Magic mod. You know what I mean? I just want to be anonymous. That's all. I just want to be anonymous. I'm gonna pick someone at random. Let's take a look at people's names here. Throw it to someone new. Stream ending. Alright, well, that person's ending their stream. Yeah, I feel that. Yeah. I guess we could try... Too introverted for that shit. Well, normally when I stop streaming, I have to, like, tuck and go, you know? Like, even right now, I gotta tuck and go. We'll do this person. Do they speak English? Speak.
Yeah, I was kind of...
Yep, alright. They speak English. Perfect. /raid. Lava Salt. They speak Stargate. Oh, it's great. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. This is coming together. I want to develop a couple more AI tasks for these guys, and I need to. So Vexus, before I send this to you, when I have time a little later, I'm going to create the selection box here, and get that programmed in for the lantern. Oh, looks like we got some Z fighting right there. Alright, I'll have to make note of that. Yeah. And then I think the next little batch here is playable. Lot of stuff happened. And of course probably recipes, right? Are we gonna have recipes for those? Yeah, we're gonna have to have recipes for everything. Unless people want to admin themselves, you know, creative mode, get the items. But alright everyone, thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day. And I'll talk to y'all later. Bye, adios. See you later. Bye.